Hello again, children. We're here for part 2 of the test review, so let's get right to it. Let's look at this word problem. All right. The area of a rectangle is that, and the length is this. What's the width of the rectangle? Well, we basically, you know what we have? We could factor that if you want. You can factor that completely. One of the factors is going to be that. Why is my pen not working? Um, I'll show you two ways. You can factor this just using your normal method. So this is minus 55, and 6 goes on the bottom. So this is probably 11 times 5. And yeah, so you got x plus 11 and x minus 5. Yeah, don't you wish you could do that fast? So yeah, but here's the gist. One of these is going to be that. So when you see a problem like this, if you got a trinomial and it says the length is that, well, remember area equals length times the width. So the length is x minus 5. So really it looks like this. X squared, which is the area, plus 6x minus 55, that's the area, equals the length, which is x minus 5, times whatever the width is. So you can factor this big piece. You can factor the trinomial here, like I just did. And you'll know that you have it right when one of your factors is that. Or you could do this. You have parts of it. Draw. You have parts of it. So put that on the outside. You know it's one of the factors. And then we don't need to split the middle. We just know that that's going to be there and that's going to be there. So now what needs to go on the other side? Just fill in the parts that we have. We don't care about that. We don't care about that right now. So what times x is x? Well, we know an x goes there. What is up with my pen? And x goes there. And then what times minus 5 gives me a minus 55? 11. So there's the other factor, x plus 11. Real easy. Let's try it over here. A square has an area of this. Find the length of the side. Uh-oh, area equals length times width. They didn't give us one of them, but it's a square. So that means that the sides are going to be the same. All those 4 sides are the same. You don't know what that means yet. That's the geometry stuff. Yeah, you know that the square is going to be the same. So if this side is 8, then that side's 8, and that side's 8, and that side's 8. So you know a square has all the same sides. So the length and the width are going to be the same. So it's really going to look like this. Area equals, what is going on with my pen? Area equals a side, okay, I'm going to just, area equals a side squared. Side times a side, right? Do it that way. Side times a side. So I don't want to write that. Okay, hold on. Let's just leave it at that. Area equals a side squared. So you know that the factors are going to be the same. So let's just factor that. Let's see. A times C is 9. The B value is 6. So 2 factors of 9 that add up to 6. Well, that's 3 and 3. And I told you they're going to be the same. So this is x plus 3 squared. There you go. Let's keep on moving. What's next? More word problems. Well, that's just like the first one, and that's, well, that one's even easier because you only have a little bit there. So you can try that. Let's do some GCF stuff. Those are easy, the 14 there, but I'll do one that's more difficult. So we're going to remove the GCF. So give the GCF and the remainder. Let's do a little upside down division of this. Let's look at just the numbers first. All these are even, right? So we know that I can pull out at least a 2, but let's go a little bit further. Will 4 go into all of these an even number of times? Yeah, 4 goes into 8 2 times, 4 goes into 12 3 times, 4 goes into 16 4 times. So I'm going to pull out a 4, and then I'll divide. So that gives me 2x squared, and then a 3x, and then a minus 4. So 4 times 2x squared is 8x squared. 4 times 3x is 12x, and 4 times minus 4 is minus 16. Alrighty. Can I pull out anything else? No, there's nothing in common. There's not an x between all three. So I stop there. I put this times that. I multiply those two together. It's just 4. And then I put this bottom bit in the parentheses. There we go. There's my answer. Little upside down division that we did before. Let's see. Oh, let's do some factor by grouping. Factor by grouping. Well, I group this term and these terms. So now let's pull out the GCF of the first bit, x. What is up with my pen today? X squared plus 4x. What's in common of both of those? Well, they both have an x, so I'm going to x squared plus 4x. The upside down division there. Then we pull out an x, and that gives me x plus 4. Nothing in common there, so just a 1. So this is x plus 4. And then for the other bit over there, which I'll do in orange, we've got 2x plus 8. What's in common there? 2. So that leaves me x plus 4. And that's what we need, right? Just a 1 left. So this is plus 2x plus 4. And look at that. Both of these are the same, so I knew I'm right. So I just put the other bit there. We got x plus 2. Remember, this part and this part combine to go here. That's the first one. And then these two right here is the second one. So x plus 4. There we go. Factor by grouping. That's the easy one. But we want to get to the part where we're factoring real stuff, like a trinomial. Here we go. What are the factors of 6x squared minus 13x plus 5? Well, a is 6. B is a negative 13. And C is a positive 5. So let's find our factors. A times C is 30. B is negative 13. So what are two factors of 30 that add up to negative 13? Well, you can use your calculator. I've been doing this a long time, so I know that the factors are 15 and 2, but I haven't been doing it long enough to realize that then that needs to be negative, because 2 minus 15 will give me a negative 13. So those are the factors I'm going to use. So the factors are x, here, let's put it in the box. That's what we need to do. The factors are, let's see, the first bit is 6x squared, and the last bit is plus 5. And we split the middle into minus 15x and 2x. So now let's find the GCF of each row and column. I know x's go there. So let's look at this row right here, the top row. What's in common between those two? Well, 6 doesn't go into 15 evenly, so I can't use 6, but I know that 3 does. So 3, I can pull out a 3. And now let's ask this. What times 3 gives me 6? That's 2. What times 3 gives me a minus 15? That's a minus 5. And then look at here. Minus 5. What times minus 5 gives me a positive 5? Well, that would just be a negative 1. So my factors are 2x minus 5 and then 3x minus 1. And that's C right here. C. All right. There's another area one. We did that just earlier. Here's another area one. Let's do one more. Since that's pretty much the end of the review, I'll do one more for you. Let's do this area of a rectangle is this, and the width is that. So let's do it the shortcut way. We've got 3x squared up here and a minus 6. I don't need to split the middle because I know that one of the factors is x plus 3. So what's the other one? Well, I know an x goes here, and you need to get to 3x. So this has to be a 3x. And then what times 3 gives me minus 6? That's a minus 2. So there's my factors. X plus 3, which they already have, and then 3x minus 2, which is C. So there's what's basically going to be on the test. Did a few of each type. Let's go back and see if there's anything else. No, really just factoring the GCF, look for a GCF, and then use the box method. So that's it for the review. You should be able to do all the rest of them because we've done pretty much a couple of each type. So I will leave you at that. And if you need more help, come see your teacher or me or somebody else. Or go ask your grandma. She probably knows that things too. I don't know, maybe not. Alrighty.